Hi everyone, welcome to the series. If you have ever wanted to build apps, games, or even powerful backend systems, you are in the right place. In this series, we are going to learn C Sharp from absolute scratch. No prior coding experience is required, and by the end, you will be ready to move into ASP.NET Core and build real world backend applications. So, let's get started. So, what is C Sharp? So first, what exactly is this C Sharp? It's a programming language. It's in a simple words, right? So what exactly is it? It's a modern object-oriented programming language developed by Microsoft. C Sharp is a modern object-oriented programming language developed by Microsoft. It is widely used for building web applications using ASP.NET Core, game development using Unity, desktop applications, APIs, and backend systems. If you are aiming to become a backend developer or even a game developer, C Sharp is a fantastic choice. So what do you need? Before we write code, let's quickly set up what we need. Okay. So basically you need only two things. One is Visual Studio or VS Code. You can use any one of that. I prefer Visual Studio, not VS Code. VS Code is a good IDE where you can write a code. It is very light in weight, but Visual Studio is more professional and deeply integrated with C Sharp and .NET and stuff, because obviously they are all a part of Microsoft. Okay, and other one is .NET SDK. So basically what you do is you go to Chrome. Let me do that. You go to Chrome and you go for Visual Studio. Okay, so you can just download the IDE. You will get a Visual Studio installer. Okay, I have already installed it, so I will show it to you quickly. So you will have something like that where you have to install that. So install, and in that you have to go for .NET SDK. Okay, so this is .NET development SDK. You have to download this. Okay, of course you can also download this, which is ASP.NET and web development libraries and stuff. And if you want something related to mobile development and all, you have to go for .NET MUI, which is multi-platform. You will get all these things here. So for now you can just download this one. This is enough. So don't worry, you try it. If you are not able to download and install this stuff, you tell me in the comments. I will make a separate video on setting up the Visual Studio code. Sorry, Visual Studio and all the required libraries. Okay. So we're not going to waste the time here, because you can easily do this. So just come here and download, get the free download and do things. I am right now using 2022 version. You can also use any version you want, but I think 22 or more is better. Okay, latest is always better. So yeah, as I said, if you have any doubts in installing and setting up all this Visual Studio thing, you tell me in the comments. I will make a separate video on this. Okay, yeah, cool. So that's what all you need. Okay, and we'll write our first C Sharp program. Okay, we'll write that. So Visual Studio 2020. I have already installed and set up everything. Okay, as I told you, if you want a guide on step-by-step installation, you can please comment. Okay, so I have all these projects created, which I've worked, which I've practiced and stuff. So yeah, which I've created and using for myself. All these things, there are a lot. I have cleared most of the things. You can just clear it like this, but for now we'll be focusing on this. Okay, so to write the program, we need to create a project, right? So create a new project, and since my ID is of 2022 version, it supports .NET 8 and .NET 9. If you want .NET 10, you have to go for higher, like 2025 versions. Okay, so you can just go for console app. Select the console app. If you don't see this, you can just search for console app. Okay, it will come. Okay, but first you have to download all the things required, the .NET SDK and all. Otherwise, you won't get this. Okay, so I have downloaded that, so that's why I'm able to see all these things. Okay, so yeah, I click console app, click next. I can just name it. Let's say demo or something. Okay, or some project, my project. You can name anything. Give a location. Give a location. I already have a location, so I'll just keep it like that. You can tick and untick this. It's up to you. I just want to use this because I want to place the solution and project in the same directory. It would be easy for me. Okay, and clean for me. It depends on the individual. Okay, so I'll just stick this on and just click next. Now it will ask for the framework. So generally we have .NET 8.0, which is long-term support one, and we have 9.0, which is standard term support, which is not good. It is faster, but not. It's experimental actually. It's not reliable. You go for 8.0. Otherwise 10. Okay, I'll just use this, and you don't need any of this right now. You just click create. Okay, so it will create the project. Okay, I think you guys understood all this until right now. Now I clear everything. This is what we have, a blank uh, scripting class. Okay, nothing else. It's a C# class. Okay, so now let's write off for C# program. So every program start with a structure. Okay, let's write the structure. So we'll say using system. Okay, I will explain what these things do in a moment. Okay, so don't get panicked. Now using system, there will be a class, program, and static void main method, which has a console.writeline and hello world, saying hello world. Okay, so this is a basic structure of a C# class. So let's break these down. Okay, so what is this using system? So this using system allows us to use basic system functionalities. Okay, so allows us to use basic system functionalities. So this is what we do to get the basic system functionalities. And the next one is class program. So what is class program? This is the container. Okay, like entry point or something, but this is a container that holds all the logic. This is a container for our program. This class program is the container. Okay, now of course the name and this one, class name and this file name should be same. You can't change the names and put whatever you want. Okay, you have to have a container which is same name, which is like a entry point. Okay, you can also write other classes, but you have to have this. Okay, yeah. And then what's main? This method is like the entry point for execution of this class. Okay, entry point, this is where the program start, execution start. Okay, now console.writeline, this prints out the screen. Okay, this is logic to prints out the message what we are written. Okay, let's close this. So this is what the structure looks like. So when I run this, what happens? When I run this, let's see, it will just say hello world. See, you can see here saying hello world. It is printing that onto the console. Okay, perfect. So we have written the first program in the C#. Now let's try understanding the output. Okay, let's change the message. I'll write something else here. Let's say welcome to my C sharp series. Okay. Now if I run this again, it will say welcome to my C sharp series. So this is how we interact with the users. We display these output messages and tell, okay, this is wrong, this is what you did, something went wrong, or something you haven't done correct, or the input is wrong. Anything you can print that out like this. Okay. So in the next video, we will probably set up things more, we'll check about the ID, what the things are and all. Okay, you can see here the green thing. What is this? Okay, you have to know what is this. This is very important actually. Okay, and I have closed something, right? This one. So what is this? This is Solution Explorer. So we have to learn all this. So we'll talk about these things one by one, and in the next class we'll be talking about these panels. What are these panels? What we do? What are these options? Or what are these? These are called comments. So what we use for comments for and all. Okay. So we'll also begin understanding variables, data types, which are the building blocks of the application. So we'll learn one by one slowly so that you guys understand. And if you guys have any doubts, please ask me in the comments. And also, if you want a separate video on setting up the Visual Studio IDE, tell me in the comments. I will make a separate video on setting up the Visual Studio. Okay. So if you found this helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're serious about learning backend development or building your own applications, this is the series for you. See you in the next video. Until then, keep learning.